got to work with Hugh Jackman and the stunt scene. I mean, what was it like going mano a mano with Wolverine?
It was a little nerve-wracking because we're doing the action in the foreground and he's in the background with his head in the tank. And you never know if he's actually drowning or he's just acting.
Hi, Daniel. How are you?
Genevieve, how are you doing?
I love how you threw in all those Chinese words into your dialogue.
Some naughty words too.
Which we can't say on camera right here, but whose idea was it?
Well, the director, Lisa Joy, she's Chinese American, right? And so this movie is basically a sci-fi film noir, right? And sci-fi is always a reflection of the future. And so we all know that Mandarin is increasingly becoming a more and more global language. There's already close to 2 billion people speaking Mandarin. So in her future, Chinglish language is not that far off.
Yeah, it felt real because here in Singapore, and I'm sure you've been, because we are so multicultural, our vernacular is literally a hodgepodge of everybody else's language all thrown in together, and yet we get each other and we understand.
That's absolutely real. We do that in Hong Kong, we do that in Malaysia, we do it everywhere, right? And most of the kids that studied overseas, and came back to Asia, they do that as well. So it's not a unreal thing at all.
Yeah, it felt very relatable. And obviously you got to work with Hugh Jackman and the stunt scene. I mean, what was it like going mano a mano with Wolverine? That was pretty wild.
But yeah, no, it was a fun scene to shoot. It had a lot of Hong Kong's action style elements to it because there's so many layers. There's so much going on. There's pacing. It was a little nerve-wracking because we're doing the action in the foreground and he's in the background with his head in the tank. And you never know if he's actually drowning or he's just acting.
Hey, gorgeous.
Hi, baby. You're in Singapore, one of my favorite places in the world. We were in Singapore for Westworld. What a cultural feast. It was amazing. Talk about the way they've managed to mix, technology with nature, incredible outside buildings, incredible foliage, the use of trees for the oxygen. And I mean, just brilliant, really, really cleverly.
Thank you. That's very high praise coming from you. You talked about Westworld. I love that you re-teamed up with Lisa Joy. Now, given the body of work and the way you always speak up proudly and rightfully so, Thandiwe, tell me, what was it like working with a strong female director such as Lisa?
I've worked with female directors in the past. So for me, it's normality. And I try and push that normality as much as possible. We have an inclusion rider now, which we can use as actors, which I always make a point of asking for, so that we have a more balanced both gender and gender and ethnicity. And it's something that Lisa also honors, Westworld honors. But yeah, working with Lisa, amazing. Her creativity has no end. It's only just beginning.
Yeah, Lisa, she felt like a very hands-on director who knew exactly, her vision was very, very present.
Yeah, I mean, she definitely is a leader. She definitely was in charge. She's an incredibly smart and intelligent woman. And so someone who's smart knows that they don't have to have all the answers, right? So she didn't have to design everything, right? She asks the right questions and gets the right answers back. And then therefore she knows what to shoot. I was really proud to see a Chinese American director, female director, just killing it on the set, running the show.
She's realistic. I feel like Reminiscence is looking at that kind of nexus where technology, whether technology is going to be of value or is it going to be destructive to humanity. She's allowing this story to show us both the negative and the positive aspects of being able to reach into the past.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure to talk to you, and come back to Singapore.
Oh God, yes, hopefully.